I'm gonna do it again. I'm going to do it again. Such is life. Sometimes you just have to do the things that you love again. It requires a lot of patience and just willpower. It started like that, and the color was just not working out because it's not a white wall. And then I moved on to this, but somehow this was not the initial plan. And then it's like those tough choices in life, like there's so much effort, there's so much work. Do you still wanna? Hello. So I actually had to start this whole wall again. What happened was the wall wasn't properly white, and because of that, the design just wasn't working. So I had to repaint everything and go back to the original design, which was the lake. At one point, I thought maybe I should just change it to mountains. Mountains would have looked good too. But honestly, it was just a difference of opinion, and in the end, we felt the lake would suit the room better. So I had to cover up everything I had already done and start again from scratch. And while I was doing that, it reminded me of something deeper. Sometimes in life, we have our own way of doing things, but God calls us back to the original version. You get tired, you get frustrated, and you think, maybe I should just do something else. To be honest, I was so tired of imagining this lake. Lake. That's all I had been thinking about. And I thought, let me just do mountains or something different. But it became less about changing the idea and more about finishing what I started. There were definitely moments of exhaustion. Mental breakdowns are real. 2 days of effort basically went to waste. And I honestly had a little fear. What if I redo it and it still doesn't work? What if I have to repaint everything all over again? But then I had to stop focusing on the negative and remind myself of something, that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. God gives me the grace not to give up. He gives all of us the grace not to give up. He gives us the strength to start again when we feel like quitting. So, I repainted the wall, went back to the original plan, and started the lake again. But this time with confidence. Sometimes the lesson isn't about changing the vision. Sometimes it's about patience, consistency, and most of all, trusting God enough to finish what He started and what you started. Yeah? Enjoy.
വീട്ടിലൂടെ നല്ല അടിപൊളിയായിട്ട് കാണുമ്പോൾ ഇതൊക്കെ വരച്ച് വെച്ചായിരുന്നു. നല്ല
എന്താ ഇതിനെന്താ പ്രശ്നം?
അല്ല ഇതായി കഴിയാൻ പറയാം.
Well, probably that's why I'm not a creator. Well, I am a creator, I'm a painter, but maybe that's why I'm not a content creator. You know those ones where they snap? Yeah, so just ta-da! ലൈറ്റ് ഓഫ് ചെയ്തില്ലേലും പ്രശ്നമില്ല. ഓക്കെ, ഒരു മിനിറ്റ് വേണ്ട, ഇത് ഓണാക്കി.
ഞങ്ങളുടെ വീട് സിനിമ തിയേറ്റർ
ഇത് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോ എന്റെ ദൈവം ഞാൻ അടുത്ത് പോയി നോക്കി റെക്കോർഡിക്കാൻ
ഭയങ്കരമാണ് ഞെട്ടിച്ച്
കൊള്ളാമോ?
കൊള്ളാം. ഇപ്പൊ ഇത് മതി, വേറെ മറ്റേ ലൈറ്റ്. ഇപ്പൊ നീ അത് ലൈറ്റ് ആയിട്ട്
ഇത് ഈ ലൈറ്റ് അതും കൂടെ ഓഫ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണമെങ്കിൽ
ഈ വീട്ടില്
ഒരു ഈവനിങ് ഇങ്ങനെ വെക്കാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അങ്ങനെ. കൊള്ളാമോ? താങ്ക് യു.